and I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, tryna leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch them deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Then she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch a op so I can test the bitch. Glock gon' come.
Hi, everybody. I hope you've had a good day. My day has been good. I hope your day is good as well. We're going to talk about some things today. Kind of pick up where we left off yesterday. Just kind of pick up from there, you know. I'm going to let the notifications go out, and I'm going to chill here for a minute and kind of kick it with y'all. We got some shit to go over, Mr. Wack 100. You've been deflecting since this big Rico, bro. Ever since the big Rico, all you've heard is deflecting, deflecting, deflecting. Wack ain't Pyru, homie. Wack ain't Pyru. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. Good deal. Man, oh man, oh man. The things you go through on this internet, bro, are tricky Mickey, man. That's why I'm not ever getting involved with nobody again, bro. Nobody. This is strictly content, baby. Strictly content. And that's all you're going to get out of this channel. Straight up content. All right, y'all. What we're going to go over today is the deflecting of Wack 100. You see, hold on. We already got that one down. Good. We're gonna shed some light on you today, Mr. Wack 100. Wack 100. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. We must have amnesia, Wack. What's up, Miss Phoenix Blaze? How are you? We must have amnesia, huh? We must have amnesia, huh? Yeah, this is all going to be deflecting. Wack 100 confronted about... Hold on, man. What the hell happened? We got to go back. Hold on.
When it come to me, you motherfuckers seem to catch amnesia.
Hey, man, we trying to do this shit for the kids. All right,
amnesia?
Cool. You doing up on the organization?
Amnesia?
Yeah, all right, cool. They go a check. They go $1,000. They go $2,000. We write on there for whatever, right? That's not extortion. That's called a nigga, right, helping with a cause. That's what that is. Right? That's all it is.
Again, Wack. I'm not saying it's textbook extortion, but when you put it under a RICO Act, it's convincing to make the case that this person was operating that realm.
Yo, listen.
Here's the fucking problem here with Mr. Wack 100. Wack 100 demonstrated everything. He even told everyone, I didn't put it on the internet. I gave it to the certain people that would put it on the internet, like idiots. Here, put this out there. Here, put this out there. And now confronted with you being the biggest police of them all out here, it's all deflecting. It's all, no, he said she did it, he did it, she did it. Who gives a fuck who did what? Are you grown? That's all I fucking hear, bro.
Why do you think
amnesia?
This video is interesting. Wack is about to get confronted on his business practices that closely resemble extortion. However, Wack has a response to the accusations, but when he's accused of being tied into the big U Rico, he goes off. We will get to that after this clip. See you in the comments.
Why does he think that?
He says that you seem angry, irrational, that he just feels like you're kind of on the verge of doing something crazy. And he didn't say it, but it feels like the suggestion is that maybe this is because of the stress that the big U Rico is putting on you, since you might feel like, since you were so wrapped up in so much of his dealings, that maybe you're next on the feds platter.
What do you mean dealings?
See? What do you mean dealings? Stop right there. Stop right there. What do you mean dealings? Man, you've been talking about Big U for the last 3 fucking years. On every podcast you go on, you talk about his dealings. You talk about that man's dealings, bro. I feel bad for Big U at this point. I do. I feel bad for the man. Because even though he may have committed some crimes, don't get me wrong, I don't feel bad if he murders somebody, some young kid. I don't feel bad for that at all. But what I do feel bad about is all these hating ass motherfuckers, bro. 600, Wack 100, Loose Cannon just hating and hating. The only one that didn't hate was Bricc Baby. And we're going to get into Bricc Baby too. Because he calls and says he denies all the lies.
Like I'm watching Rich Homie Quan,
This
and
is a
he's
bunch
talking
of
about
bullshit
how
is what it is.
What's
up, Wook?
when he had to come to LA and
Remo.
check in, that it was like you and Big U, sort of two men in the situation.
We was having a conversation.
About checking in?
No. I was already up there having a conversation. Again, he pulled up. See, y'all got it. This was crazy. When it come to me, you motherfuckers seem to catch amnesia when somebody's telling the story. He said he landed at LAX.
Listen.
Whoever picked him up, whoever he was with, told him we need to go to Crenshaw High. He said, oh, okay, that's the blue side. So I don't know Rich Homie Quan. I don't know. I just know him from, I really knew his mama.
You were at the football game talking business with Big U.
No, we were in the parking lot having a conversation. He pulled up.
To check in.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, that ain't my neighborhood.
Right.
So he ain't pulling up for me. It wasn't like we were scheduled to meet Rich Homie Quan that day.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So he pulled up, and I seen him, and I never forget it. I'm going to tell you why I remember it. Because at the time, I used to confuse him and Young Thug.
Okay.
Right?
Typical unk mistake of that era.
So when he pulled up, they all got out the car, everybody dapped each other up. You know, I'm kind of like letting them do their thing, because whatever he come to do, I don't know what he came to do. And he didn't lie. He wanted him to go out there, I guess, with the kids. On the football field. You know what I'm saying? The kids in the ghetto, they don't see a lot of that shit. And that was all that was. But I don't him saying that
Sorry,
I think he added.
What's up, soldier? Salute to you, bro. Keeping me entertained at work today. How are you doing, bro? I see you're having a good day.
You flew in here and you staying here and staying there because those elements don't fit what he was there to do. That's kind of like issuing a threat. You know what I'm saying? When you telling somebody you staying here and your driver is this person and this just that, it's kind of like you kind of like issuing like a silent like threat. But I think he added that to it, and that's the conversation we need to have today. That a lot of these podcasts and when people get caught up in conversation, some of it be tainted with some real shit.
See there,
and then a lot of it be
that
tainted with
be
some bullshit.
You're saying
deflecting.
people make up
Deflecting.
stories, inflate
Ladies
Ladies
stories,
and gentlemen,
make
think about
crazy-
the word for today, like Sesame Street, is deflecting. Deflecting, deflecting. Oh, it gets a lot hotter than this. Yeah, let's hit that like button, man. You know there's haters in here. They ain't gonna hit the like button. It's all good for that. But you know,
Land, right?
Yeah.
Whoever he's with already done had conversations with Big U. Bro, we come in, we're gonna pull up on you. Right? So
watch when I play academic stream, bro. Total fuck shit. Total fuck shit from Wack 100. I see right through this guy, bro.
me knowing him, he
I
like,
got
what time
this
y'all
fucking,
get in?
I guess,
Hey, bro,
sixth sense.
We
But
coming
I
that
can
way.
see
What
right
time y'all
through what
get
the
in?
fuck he
Cool,
says.
pull up on me.
Don,
I'll
salute.
be at practice
Salute.
with the
Excuse me.
kids.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing it play out. That'd be cool for the kids. Nephew could come over here and you know, come out there for the kids, right? This had to be 2015-ish era,
Yeah.
something like that. So if he actually came in, right, it went straight to Crenshaw High, jump out, Big you like, oh shit, y'all really here. What's up, nephew? Whatever. I bagged up. What's up, homie? What's up? Now he knew who I was. At that time, I remember.
Deuce M's was in our chat yesterday, so it cracked off. I was going through some of his content and shit. Bro, he has fucking exposed Wack to the max, bro. Like, salute to that man's content because he's put in work.
I confuse him with Young Thug. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Right?
I
So
confuse him. All these
he
extra
said, yeah, man, you cool
details
with going
is a
out
man
here, you know,
lying.
with the kids. You know, they out there, you know, they gonna go crazy. They fans. He like, yeah, sure, cool. So he went out there
Tired,
and walked with
hello.
the kids and they did their shit. So why in that
How are you?
situation would a person go having a conversation about
Kitty.
motherfucker know who you staying at, who your driver is?
I
I
ran.
think it's at least in part
Mwah.
because
It don't even make sense.
much like Big U, you've kind of gone into detail about a variety of situations that a lot of people are conflating with extortion at this point.
What do you mean by that? What you mean?
Moody.
Yeah,
I
it's
ain't been feeling the greatest the last few
and we
days
don't have to
either.
get into the
That's why I
details
didn't
of
come
every
back
one of
on
these
last night.
situations, but it's been
Just wasn't feeling it.
you basically said in the past that Oscar De La Hoya was paying to not have his nude photos or
Stop right there.
zesty photos. Really,
Bam! Stop right there. Don't tell nobody I'm fucking extorting anybody. Bro extorted the shit out of Oscar De La Hoya. Tell me he didn't. Tell me he didn't. And the only reason why you ain't going to get it from Oscar De La Hoya saying that he did is because Oscar would then be saying, I got those photos. He knows he can't get told on because Oscar then would have be looking crazy as hell. The photos still came out.
Stop right there.
it's been said that
Stop.
that you were
Stop right there.
talking to Nipsey's family about the gay tapes of him not coming out. I don't know if there's money.
And the gay tapes never surfaced. And then there was a fake cease and desist, huh? About those gay tapes, man. Y'all disrespected Nip bad, bro. Wack. I hope somebody catches you over that. And I don't think LA's gonna let it just die off.
Money involved in that.
You
It's been
disrespect
suggested that
Nipsey
maybe Kim
bad.
Kardashian at one point or Kanye that they were doing stuff for you so that you didn't.
Oh
release more sex
yeah, the
tapes
Kim and Kanye sex tape. Oh, the Kim and Ray J sex tape. Oh, you was doing extortion there too, huh? Ah, because you had the original copy and that it could still keep coming out. Ah, okay. Damn, Wack, you worse than Big U. Why aren't you in this Rico? Or why don't you have your own Rico, Mr. 100 gang, on the 100 side of things? Why don't you have your own Rico?
of her.
I'd get the
Now,
far away
let's
if
start
I
with the
could
first
from this
And when
motherfucker.
academics
Hold
kind of
on.
tried to bring up some of this
Let's
stuff on
start
the
the first
podcast,
one.
you got very irate and you
Nah,
were
Yep.
really kind of
because y'all-
screaming at it.
Because y'all
Yep.
dumb.
See,
Because y'all are
right there.
dumb.
You're a dummy too. I gotta call you a dummy.
Okay, but
Because I'm gonna show you.
But starting with the name calling makes you look more guilty.
No, I'm gonna show you why.
Tell him, Adam.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the conversation, I clearly state this is what the attorneys worked out.
Mm-hmm.
This is what
See,
the attorneys
the
worked
attorneys
out.
are involved, right?
Wack.
This is not extortion. This is a business deal. Oscar then talked about it openly on Club Shay Shay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the minute you get attorneys involved, see, if you have something, right? That's yours. It's yours. And you got the consent to have it.
Okay.
And you like, hey, bro, check this out. This is really pertaining to you. Hey, attorney such and such, contact his attorney, tell him if he wants to take possession of this shit, right? To where I don't use it, let me know.
Yep.
Right? He calls his attorney.
I agree.
They negotiate what they negotiate. They draw up their paperwork. Right?
Ain't nothing
He
good
never
come
one
from this
time
man.
talks to Oscar De La Hoya.
Okay.
Right? There's never conversation between the two. The minute you get attorneys involved in these type of situations, that's not an extortion. Right? So we're going to Kanye next, right?
Sure.
This started on Bootleg Cab, did it not?
I don't remember.
Bootleg Cab said, what's up with these extra tapes I've been hearing about? I said, yeah, it's a couple extra tapes. He like, what you gonna do with them? I said, we would never do anything with them but give them to Kanye. That's what was said, right?
Okay.
You can pull it up, right? So guess who calls me?
The Kardashians.
Kanye.
Oh, Kanye. Okay. Yeah.
Wack, what up, bro? Man, I seen boom, boom, boom. Yeah, is that real? Yeah. Well, how could I? You said, okay, cool. I'm gonna put you with little bro. Y'all, you know. Yeah, send him to the
Lightweight
airport.
extortion.
Bro, grabbed it, drive, went to the airport, gave it.
When it's something that's damning to an individual, that's lightweight extortion, bro. You know that you got sex tapes. These aren't just fucking like fights. This isn't a fight y'all had recorded. This is a sex tape, bro. Hello, PJ. Mwah. Hey, for real though. That's lightweight extortion. Oh, it's a business deal. That's what Wack calls everything, a business deal.
Okay.
What do you see? Where's the extortion?
Maybe some of that stuff is above board, but I think that a lot of people are assuming that if you were doing all this type of stuff, then maybe you were also hitting up the food vendors outside of Crenshaw High like Big U.
No, stop right there. What type of stuff have I done? Everything I just laid out to you was either it was a business deal or it was a man
or you
keeping his word and
deflecting.
just saying,
or you deflecting.
But you realize most people don't monetize their life in such a way. I'm not
Wack
saying that
has
there's
learned
anything.
the art of deflection, boy. You have learned the art of deflection.
Inherently illegal about it, but most people don't like obtain sex tapes and then profit off of not releasing them. Lawyers or otherwise.
What's up, Freddie?
The profit came after
How
the
are you?
initial release. That shit been out since like 03.
Which the sex tape?
04.
Well, the original one, yeah.
The original.
You supposedly had more.
Yeah, but again, we get and then Kanye went on a show and delivered.
He's got
the
more.
Has anything ever come out?
Not yet, but Kim K's an op now, right?
She ain't my op. She ain't ever did nothing.
Well, she's Kanye's op, and you're Kanye's homie, right?
Well, that has nothing. That's his ex-wife, bro. That's the mother of his kids.
But
if you look at the
you
bootleg
try to
Kev show,
play-
when you asked
He
me
seems
about
very
it,
upset with her.
no, when you asked me
I'm
about
good.
it,
I'm good.
he said,
hanging
bro,
in
what
there,
y'all
man.
gonna- y'all can make. I said we would never do that, bro. Like, and at this time, I wasn't even. I knew Ye. We talked time to time. Right? It wasn't no like that's my partner at this time.
That's the one you
Right?
ended up on the stage with. After them dudes got off on your head.
Over in the safe. Like, we ain't got no. That's it. He got kids.
You got your
Like,
head
some
ran
real
off
shit, we
on?
just give it to him.
Real quick, because
Here we go.
This is, and I read some comments, and I might be just coming off as someone who read comments, but it did make a little sense. They felt this is why they were saying your tone changed a bit, right?
This is on the No Jumper show.
I was even looking up this morning, the idea or what's determined as extortion under federal statutes. You leave yourself to some exposure based on even when you used to run with it. Like, for example, the Future story. That sounds like extortion. We ran a nigga down the airport.
We never
extracted money from this guy who did not want to give it up. Like, we basically told him
Here goes what you guys always do, right? Y'all like to add shit to what I said. I'm a bet man.
He always says that too. He always says that too. Y'all like to add stuff to what I say? Or is it that we just understand what you're saying and you don't want us to? You want to deflect it because you get that there are actually people who understand what the fuck you're doing. So you start your deflection process by then talking down to someone, getting louder than them, telling them you're going to do something to them. You're going to cuss them out, talk bad shit to them. Thank you for becoming a member, Steffi. I appreciate you. You will be in this month's giveaway. Yes, we do giveaways on this channel for our members. I appreciate you becoming a member. Thank you very much. You are much loved.
Right now, 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 right now.
We got a new member. We got a new member. Shout out to the new member, man. This is Wack 100.
I am too.
I'm a betting man.
I'm a bet too.
Who the fuck said playing word?
So
Freddie, playing word
put up
game.
a
Yup.
small
Word
wager.
salad.
If you can
Word salad. Put a bunch of shit together. Yup. Just word salad.
find a clip that say we took any money from Future.
Yeah, but demanding money and also demanding money. It might
Hold
not.
on. Let me get a date for our. Let me get you guys a date for our giveaway. Let me get a calendar up. That way I can post on it. The way everybody knows what day we doing our giveaway. Let's do it. See, why are they got 2 days for Easter? They're going to celebrate it on Monday for the holiday. Let's do it on Tuesday. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it on Tuesday, probably. We'll do our giveaway on Tuesday.
Again,
We'll do a $50 giveaway,
but
baby.
you see how, like in the Rico, it said
$50 cash going to somebody.
I'm trying to.
No, let me correct you on something.
Go ahead.
When we saw Future, if you tell me, yo, Wack,
Oh, the Future thing too. Hold the fuck on. How many have we named now that could possibly be? How many people have we named now that could possibly be set up for extortion? We got Future now, Kanye and Kim, Nipsey's family. Who else? But there was many more names. Damn, who else was it? Fuck. Put them in the chat if you guys know, man. This dude is extortionist. Why ain't he in a Rico? He just named in it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, I gave them niggas 15,000.
Tried to blame the
went to the
Future thing on
motherfucking
Big U.
studio down there where we recorded. Man, that shit was empty. Them niggas have been moved out. They beat me for my bag. Right? Okay. I'm coming through the Beverly Center. I see the fresh and fit niggas.
Okay.
You knowing me what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, you gonna highlight them, yo.
I'm gonna say, hey, homie, bro, Act tell me y'all beat him for 15,000. What's happening? Hold on. I'm gonna get you on the phone. I've done this 1,000,000 times.
Oh, have you?
Hey, bro.
You've done it 1,000,000 times? I've done it 1,000,000 times, y'all.
Boom, 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 boom. I've had some people say, Wack, they just covered the debt a week ago. They took care of me. Or
They just covered the debt a week ago. Man, you up here just telling everybody you're an extortionist. Tell them, Wack.
Some people say, yeah, bro.
If all these people are in trouble for getting on No Jumper and talking all this shit and telling on themselves and shit, why hasn't Wack been to jail?
We need to fix that.
Go to jail, Cash Jones.
So, catching a nigga and taking something from a nigga is one thing, right? But catching a nigga and saying, hey, homie, you took some money from the homie paid you to show up somewhere and you was a no-show.
Oh, so there was an actual legit transaction.
Yeah.
Or people thought it was just like checking in money.
That's your story. That's your side of the story. Where's Future? Has Future spoke on this? Nope. Nope. Yeah, Wack a little guy.
Nah, I ain't never did that with nobody. Y'all just adding shit to it, nigga. Like, how's it checking in money when we mentioned the nigga that he owed? The nigga he owed ain't from California. What the fuck are you talking about? He ain't from California.
Yeah, because he is trick shit, right?
Hold up. Mama in the chat said, I ain't fucking with no hood ninja over Space Force. They fuck homes up with they BS.
He ain't even from California. So this is money that a nigga didn't pay the nigga and a nigga ducked off on the nigga. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't gonna say the artist's name, but I've had artists that was signed to me.
Oh.
Right? Well, I didn't ran into niggas. The niggas didn't jumped out. Whack, we need to holler at you. What's up, homie? Man, we gave your artist, you know, X amount. 2,500 to whoop, nigga, then no show. You know, you got that? You can show me that? Hold on. Open their phone up. Boom, 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 boom. I see the contract, the
All this
transaction.
boom, boom, boom,
Okay,
boom,
cool.
boom.
You know who his manager is, right? Yeah, next time deal with me. What's your cash app? I sell him as 2,500. Right? If you owe a nigga, you owe a nigga. So what I just did
And
was,
then you what? Then what do? You just bought a debt?
I'm going to get you off of my artist. I deal with my artist on what I just had to pay
Sure.
on his bill. So when you see him,
Sure, you got a lot of stories,
right?
man, but you don't have any artists. The game is like not the game anymore. It's like it's game over. Blueface is currently in jail getting tattoos all over his face. Ray J's making junky ass headphones. What artist he talking about? These motherfuckers are washed the fuck up. They're washed up. Blueface never was hidden. The game, I'll give respect to the game. At one point in time, he was the LA King. But not no more. Not anymore. Not even close. He hasn't put out good music in 15 years. Blueface has never put out any good music. Ray J, the only thing that he did good was fuck Kim Kardashian.
What it is, I'm noticing you
straight up. The only thing Ray J ever did anything good with was Kim. He got Kim.
Me so much, they keep adding words to what wasn't said.
All right.
If those words exist, them clips would have been everywhere.
Do you think it's a possibility, since you did roll Big U at a point, if they got Big U under the
Slow down, bro.
He would probably hate you because, you know, he got that little man syndrome. That's what Wack got. That's why he gets loud so much. He got that little bitty dog syndrome. Like a little fucking chihuahua. Never talking about nothing.
I don't run with no.
I'm gonna pause this, man, because I'm gonna take us to where I'm gonna cover the Bricc real quick, and then we're going right back to Wack. Because this one's gonna be on you, Wack. On you, Wack. Because I think Bricc kind of clears some things up in this phone call. I truly do, man. He clears up a lot of like snitching allegations for me. Unless, you know, yeah, I wear glasses. I just don't wear them all the time. I had a headache, so I thought that could be what my headache's from. So you see me in glasses today. I know. Sorry. It's nerd. I feel like I look like a nerd. Thank you.
Man, why they keep saying that there's some shit on the internet that big buster.
All right. Brick's going to go through some things here in this phone call. And here's why. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all have seen me in these. Shout out to the real nerds. Yeah. I did my time in the crime. I did my time in the streets. Nah, I ain't in the streets like selling dope and shit, but like my crime's criminal time. But I was one of those people that snapped out of it and realized I didn't want to spend the rest of my life being a fucking loser. Because that's what you ultimately look like, a fucking loser. Anyways, like I said yesterday, people have every right in the world to change their mind about subjects, right? You're not a hypocrite. I should wear them more often because I'm supposed to, but I hate these things on my face. Like if any little, like there's a spot on them now and it's bugging the shit out of me. So like any little spot bugs me, and then I hate wearing them on my face. That's why I don't wear jewelry too. I just hate wearing shit. See, now there's a spot on the other one. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, like I said yesterday, every person in the world has the right to imagine thinking it's my nerve for seeing. I know the stupid shit we do as kids, being bullies and shit. I know, right? Like, but the thing I was saying yesterday was everybody has a right to change their mind after they see more proof of anything they need to see, right? You have the right to change your mind. It doesn't make you a hypocrite. It doesn't make you a piece of shit. It doesn't make you somebody that ain't real. It doesn't make you fake. It means you're changing your mind. Because that's what our brains are for, is to think and use them. I think Bricc is starting to clear a little bit of shit up in this phone call for me. I'm going to pump the sound a little bit for y'all so you get the full, sound of it. But he goes into talking about 600. He's talking about Wack out here being the police. He's talking about 600 on here being the police. And Bricc says it. He's not going to get bail anyway, so fuck it. I'm calling home and calling here anytime I want. And I'm going to put it online. I can't blame him for that, bro. If it makes him money from behind bars, it's better than getting caught with a phone, right? Because you are allowed to call home, and they record that call. And if they want to put that on YouTube, they're allowed to do that. But he has to watch what he says. He has to leave his case out of this shit, or they will use it against him, man. Let's get to it.
Man, that is some shit on the internet. That big buster ass light-skinned nigga talking about the police.
There you have it right there. He's talking about 600.
Because it's all over there.
Give me another thing, yo.
The nigga with a mask talking about the police. Nigga, I was going through a child custody battle. Nigga, I was tired of it. These bitches sitting outside of my motherfucking mama house. Nigga telling me they gonna kill my mama, nigga, and I'm supposed to sit here. They ain't crazy, this motherfucker. I ain't tripping no way, because they ain't gonna give me a bill anyway. It's TMC, too much crippin', man. These niggas is real weirdos, so it don't matter. Y'all done interneted me into the jail. Just me.
You catch that? Y'all done interneted me into the jail. Wack 100 literally got online every time he could and said something about Bricc Baby's case. Every time he could. Bricc Baby this, Bricc Baby that. Bricc Baby got DA reject. Bricc Baby got caught with an AK. Bricc Baby got caught with this. Why ain't Bricc in jail? He's got to be the feds. He's got to be a snitch.
Be happy, my boy. That's it, right? I ain't tripping off that shit, though.
Yeah, that's all they do. The talk of the town, the talk of the city. Shit.
Yeah, niggas, I'm trying to figure out how they phones ain't hit. That's the one thing, man, I ain't fighting life. You know what I mean? This shit gonna be over one day, you know what I mean?
Get him, Freddie.
Hey, it's that big old deal, man. It's the Bricc, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacation and playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keeping it strong. Nigga don't need nothing from. This call is from a federal prison. Hey.
Right there, he's calling people out for not looking out for him. Look how quickly you start getting forgotten. Imagine getting a 20-year sentence, bro. You know how quickly you start getting forgotten? People will forget you next week. Because this is how the world has become. Even family will forget you after 20 years. Even family.
Sometimes it be a mental test to see where
You do anything, man. Make something
hard
of
at it
yourself,
in his
man.
chest, man. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker use you, abuse you. As soon as you get out the way, act like they ain't worried about losing you. You know what I mean? But hey, check it out. This is for everybody speaking on the break, bro. I ain't never been studies with me and nigga. Nigga ain't could never kick me out of nothing on the dead homies. And every nigga.
He said it right there. I ain't never been cellies with none of them. None of them. Stop with the lies, man.
Talking about some snitches without paperwork on the dead homies don't have to pay for it, how they pay for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Take that up with the Lord, nigga, because those the dead homies. That nigga right here standing strong, nigga, and really programming like a programmer. So, you know what I mean? Nigga disrespect the program, you already know. Nigga better stand for something for nigga, something stand on them, man. I don't got too much to say about nothing. You get what I'm saying? But it's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like downtown, 10 minutes away from the beach, but I'm so far out of reach, man. You did. I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? But I'll be home soon. You know what I mean? It's a major setback for a major comeback, man. You know what I'm saying? I could care less about what the words say. I'm trying to get back to my kids. Everybody want to make content on my situation.
That's the best thing I heard out of this whole conversation, man. This is the first time I've heard any of them, bro. Any of them. This is the first time I've heard any of these motherfuckers say anything worth any substance. Anything. I need to get back home to my kids. Why does it take the world to come crumbling down on us for us to figure things out? Why can't we look at one another and just see we can do better? We're only human, but we're also really, really, really fragile to the things that are around us. So we become those things. And a lot of times to break that cycle, you have to stop being around the people that keep you in that cycle. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy at all. But you have to do it. There's no fucking way around it. You have to break the cycle. To this day, I'm so happy that my children have never been to jail yet. I don't think they're going to. My son's not out committing crimes. My daughter's just getting ready to graduate high school. I'm proud that I was able to teach them better things, you know, and learn from my mistakes. I went through all those mistakes, so now they don't have to. I went through those trials and tribulations. Now they don't have to. Because I've taught them.
But my daughter graduated from high school, nigga, in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I got a baby that just started school. I got kids that's out of reach right now. You get what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? So y'all hit that thank you button. Y'all go ahead, run up them.
By God, he said something, didn't he? Now, you can be a gang member. Believe it or not, man, there's car clubs. There's motorcycle clubs. There's all kinds of like brotherhoods, sisterhoods that people get together and just have hobbies. Everything doesn't have to be criminally organized. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know of several biker clubs right now that are just charity clubs. They only do rides for charities. Like for a little girl that gets cancer, they'll go do a ride for her to raise money for that. They don't go out commit crimes. They all have jobs. They give a little bit of their paycheck to the brotherhood or to the sisterhood. Thank you, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And do what y'all gonna do. I ain't even been playing the phone because the phone gonna play you at the end of the day.
He
Niggas
said it,
be
man.
so tough and
He
rough on
said
that
it.
motherfucker, bro. They crashing themselves.
You talking about loose cannon right there?
But I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Free to Bricc. It's gonna be Free to Bricc t-shirts up, man. Y'all go stop by an awful lot of cough syrup. Like I said, go get y'all ski mask and whatever y'all gonna get, man. This kill squad to the squad on the streets, man. Free the squad, free the squad. Y'all go tap in with young Barry Gordy, man. Tell Compton Rick Rock, man, continue being a real nigga, man. He just sent the nigga some money out of nowhere, man.
You see there? You see there? Shout out to Compton Rick Rock, bro. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock, man. If I was monetized right now, who say I wouldn't send Bricc some money if I made it off of him? You making money off the motherfucker and the shit he's doing, why shouldn't you break bread if you're a real motherfucker? I'm not even monetized on YouTube making ad revenue. I'm only getting memberships and super chats right now. But I'm gonna give half that away. I'm gonna give half my membership money away to somebody in the membership. Because I believe in giving back to the people that give give to me. It's only right, man. Pay it forward.
Everybody else, Flacco and the whole game, man. You already know it's Bricc, not the trick, man. It's the Bricc baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Kai, Sky, Zai, and Zoe, man, you know what I'm saying? And the Bricc ladies, you know, my mama, my wife, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the foundation, man. There's a million of them, you know what I mean? We gonna keep on standing strong, you know what I mean? And free the real, everything at the game, man. Free the family, though.
You heard what he said. Everything ain't a game, man. Bricc spoke the realest out of all of them so far. Well, him and Loose Cannon is the only dumb ones calling home, you know. But that was real speaking. You could see that reality's starting to set in a little bit, huh? Reality is starting to set in a little bit. I bet you like he's starting to rethink things, starting to look at things a little different, like damn. Because I've been in that. I ain't never been in his situation. I've had my own situation where I was sitting in my cell like, this ain't what it's, this can't be my future. It can't. It can't be my future. What the fuck am I doing that keeps landing me here? You change it. Whatever it is, you change it. We're going to get back into this good shit. Wack. 100. I don't like this, what he did on academics, but we're going to check it out because this is part of the extortion. This is part of what Wack does. Shout out to academics, man.
Lose or his wife. Would you suggest that Lou stay the fuck away from Bricc?
Shout out to academics, but if I was I would keep Wack as far the fuck away from me as I could. I promise. If Wack called me today and said, hey, I'll give you an interview, bro, and give you the real deal of everything, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. Hello, Nick.
They got me feeling like I'm academics. Lose or his wife. Would you suggest that Lou stay the fuck away from Bricc?
I'm not gonna suggest nothing, bro. Luce can do what the fuck Luce wanna do.
That's your friend.
A grown motherfucking man.
That's what he always says.
Your
All
homie.
They
white
can do what they
women
want to
R&B,
do.
nigga. I don't fuck with men. Now my
Oh,
woman,
you hear? They could do what they want to do, y'all. What they could do whatever they want to do. They're grown men. They can say whatever they want to say, but I'm gonna coach you. Okay, Kesey. All right. Well, nice to meet you.
is gonna do what I requested her to do. That's a grown man.
So you
I'm
don't,
tired of you weird ass niggas talking to me like he's a child or something.
no. I don't think you're responsible for it.
Listen,
I don't think you're responsible
that
for it.
man does what the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah, but hold on. The only reason I
But so you don't hold any responsibility for bringing him to Loose Cannon to No Jumper and getting him to speak about everything Big U. You don't hold no responsibility for having 600 a part of the exposers and having him do nothing but Big U content over and over and over again, and then just give him the things to say. You've already been caught live on TV telling everybody that you give shit to other people to put out because you don't want to put it out. That's shady as fuck. That's shady as fuck. Niecy. Oh, okay. Niecy. That's what I thought.
Ain't no but.
the reason why I asked you if you would
Ain't no buts, bro.
the reason why I would ask you if you would
Ain't no buts. Ain't no buts. He ain't asked nothing for you to give him a butt, Wack.
would suggest
Hey,
he use
listen,
that.
okay, let me
Hold
slow
on,
it
Wack.
down.
Did you not suggest that he?
I could admit,
Did you not suggest he not calling no jumper? You suggested he not calling no jumper no more.
Oh, yeah, and now they're running back all their stories. I was just lying. Of course you were lying about the nip. I think Loose was lying a little and then throwing a little truth in. That's what liars do. They'll take a little bit of a truth and then just make it extravagant lie. That's what they do. My man Angel Crispin in the motherfucking chat. Salute to Angel Crispin for hitting the motherfucking donation, man, with the $5 drop. I appreciate you supporting the show, bro. Long-time supporter. Long-time friend. That's a fact.
Right now, 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 right now.
Love, AC. Love, bro.
Timing is a grown man.
I know,
He
but
does what he wants to do.
But you
Did I
did tell
slow
no
it down
jumper don't
enough
take his
for
calls.
you to get it? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
But you told no jumper not to take his call, Wack. You told no jumper don't take his call. He's a grown man. Well, why tell no jumper not to take his call on your behalf?
Because now I'm talking to
You hear that? You hear that? You tell no jumper not to take his call. But you say he's his own man. Hey, baby. But he's his own man. Listen to this.
I'm talking to a place that I got a contract in. I never told him not to call in there, but I told them, hey, kill that shit, bro.
Oh, you think you got pulled no jumper now? Come here, kitty. Come here. And stay down there then.
Now, I could call it at them. You know why? I got a contract to say I got a little say-so sometimes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. To them. But I'm not going to tell him, the grown man, hey, man, stop now. He going to do what the fuck he want to do.
Wait, why would you
Man,
tell
You know how I know he going to do what the fuck
that is so deflecting and disingenuous from Wack 100 to put a person up on a podcast and say, oh, you're telling me that you did Big U called you 30 minutes before Nipsey's death? You telling me? Oh, so wait a minute. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. You telling me? Come on, bro. You having him rerun the story. You having him say it 3 times.
Want to do act?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
And guess what, Wack? We ain't gonna forget none of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you know that he was recording that call? There was a call with you, him, and 600. You knew he was recording that? Because I always heard him say he never record calls.
How would I know he's recording?
Every one of them fucking recording phone calls. Every one of them.
As far as I'm concerned, every call I'm on is being recorded. What I say once, I'm gonna say twice.
That is your motto. I do. I could attest. I could
Give a fuck.
Were you protecting no jumper when you said he shouldn't call it, or are you protecting him?
I'm protecting these square dudes that no jumper. That these
you
street
protecting
niggas like
square
to
dudes
blame
now.
for the shit that they do. Now you
What are these-
following me?
Okay.
Ask me question now. Question. Wack said he's protecting square dudes at no jumper. Who are you protecting at no jumper that is going to get in trouble by letting Bricc, Loose Cannon or Bricc, call in from jail? Who are you protecting? Tell me that. Because you can't even make sense of that. Make that make sense. Who in the fuck are you protecting that's going to get in so much trouble if Bricc and Loose call in? You protecting Josh? Is Josh going to go to jail? No. That was a big deflecting statement. I'm protecting the people that's good over there. Shut the fuck
Okay, that
up.
makes sense. That actually does make
You
sense.
get what I'm saying?
That does make sense.
You know
You know
not what you
You know
doing.
what he did? You know what the fuck he is? He's a spin artist, bro. He's a spin artist. He'll spin you quick as fuck. That's a spin doctor right there. Wack a spin doctor.
But as soon as this happens, they gonna say, "Oh, whoopty whoopty whoop," and that, hey, bro,
Yeah,
y'all
Russ
need to stay out
definitely.
of that shit.
Bricc says he's not getting bail anyway. That's why he's kind of talking and shit now. I know you don't like giving advice because they're all grown men, but do you think that's a smart decision? Because he literally said,
I don't know, bro.
As long as he don't
I
talk
know
about his
what
case,
that's
yeah.
what they want to do, bro.
Yes. If people are interested in hearing Bricc talk from jail and Bricc makes money from it, his wife or something makes money from the YouTube channel, then yeah, it's okay for him to call home. Just don't talk about your case. Don't talk anything near your case. That's what I think Brick's thinking. That is exactly what I think Bricc is thinking of doing. Releasing calls every now and then, reaching out to the people for help maybe, because he's going to need it, y'all. Bricc, Loose, Big U, all these dudes are going to need it. And here's what I'm going to say about Big U. If he murdered that young man and he had something to do with murdering Nipsey, I don't feel sorry for him whatsoever. But as of right now, that dude has been done nothing but bashed on the internet by Wack 100. He is the sole provider of everybody going at fucking Big U. 600 wasn't doing it before Wack. Nope. It was Wack 100 that started it all.
I mean, I think Bricc, I haven't heard Bricc say nothing incriminating over the phone.
why did the mother of the deceased guy, Rayshawn Williams, or Wright, or whatever his name is, sorry, I don't want to say whatever his name is, but why you get mad at you? Like, shit. Like,
She got mad at me. I'm going to tell you why she got mad at me.
Because you a fucking rat.
Crime and law and crime.
Law and crime.
Law and crime. I just finna sue their ass like I do One Star.
Oh,
law and crime.
Why are you
Put out
running
that
around
shit
suing
got 7
everybody?
million subs.
You hear that? You hear this, man? Got 7 million subs. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you only want to sue World Star because they got over 1 million subs. So somebody like me can come up here and say anything I want about you, right? You can't sue me, though, because you know why? I'll counter sue your fucking ass. Ain't nobody scared of you suing anybody. This is my opinion of you. And I'm allowed to have that opinion. Because there's paperwork that's fishy. There's all kinds of shit to have an opinion. And it's just an opinion. And it's not my fault that other people might have the same opinion that I have.
Put out a fucking clip that said,
I seen that. They said
Wack,
you started a rumor, but I know you ain't do it.
exactly, and it's a complete lie. You know that. I've been the only one defending that, saying it's not true. But they about to pay for that. It's a great payday. They finna get
Wack,
in the long run. They already on
shit, bro. And the last
You
thing a
cannot
gangster
find nowhere on
motherfucker
the
does
internet where you
is sue somebody, bro. That is furthest from the gangster I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna put you in a lawsuit. This is how Wack gets rich. Suing people. Fucking loser.
hear Wack saying that. All you hear Wack saying is that's not true. I know Dayon. There's nothing gay about Dayon. He's a masculine young man. I've been knowing him since he's been about 6, 7 years old. That's a lie. You cannot find nowhere they put my picture up and slander my name. So they're gonna pay for that. That's a good look. I ain't tripping. That's where they got it from.
Hey,
It's not my voice. It's some chick's voice on their site. So they believe that.
Hey.
I didn't know where that shit came from. You go watch Vlad. You watch No Jumper. You go on Clubhouse. The day that shit came out, it's a gay dude who put it out by the name of Unsexiest. That's his IG. You can go look at it.
That was a
He
bad look,
got
man.
a fake text up saying the family sent this, and that's what it's saying. And he said it. That's where it came from. Never
That's a
came
bad
from me,
thing
bro.
to do, man.
I've never supported that narrative. Never.
I won't say Wack did that, but that don't fucking stop me from believing everything else. We know you didn't do that, so that makes you the saint of the year now, Wack. You didn't fucking do that. Sure.
Hey, so
okay. So get on him, Mac.
I heard the mom try to ask you for bread, like ask you for money.
Well, that's why I thought they was all trolls. When they first called me, I said, yo, what year did he get killed? 2022. Okay, bitch, you lying, because he got killed 2021. And those people say that. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit, when you lose loved ones, you don't forget dates and time, locations, and years, right? So that, and then secondly, she said, shh, between me and you, the feds told me they going to get them this month. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody going to tell your ass that, because then you can go kill the nigga before the feds get him, or you can go tell the nigga, right? And then right after I got off the phone,
why would they tell him
she
that
sends
they
me
killed
a
his
text,
son?
hit me up for some bread. You want the text?
No, I believe you. Hey, what? So this is not in the indictment, but they used it for the detention order for Luce and Bricc. They basically said them niggas talking, whether it was on Clubhouse or No Jumper, basically gave enough evidence that they should not be released early or released on bail because these guys have shown that they threaten people, they talk shit, they do all these things, and they're citing.
You're lying, academic. Stop lying. Stop.
I'm not lying.
Stop lying to people, bro. Listen.
What happened?
Loose cannon. Listen, bro.
We have Bricc work. I got to work, Wack. I'm about to pull up the work right now. I'm about to pull up the work.
Here's what you gonna do. You pull up Bricc, and I'm gonna pull up Luce's, so you can stop lying.
Okay.
That's not.
It's definitely on No Jumper.
Fuck it says, bro.
I'm gonna read you again in
Lucis is in Blue Right.
What's the haters, kitty?
Blue Right.
Watch
Doesn't say nothing about no fucking Clubhouse or no fucking No Jumper.
It absolutely does.
You're a liar.
It absolutely does. It mentions. All right, hold on. I'm about to read it.
You're a liar.
It mentions
podcast, No Jumper
podcast of the offenses and defendant's role in alleged extortion robberies. 2 active protection orders, noting one is reciprocal, an outstanding warrant report of violent January 2025 incident.
Wack, I got it up on the screen. The defendant continues to threaten violence and carry firearms in addition to intercepted calls online. Defendant continued to threaten violence, carry firearms, and discuss both. For example, in March, the defendant, quote unquote, crashed out at his place of employment. They have a picture of him standing with a No Jumper.
Where does he work? No fucking Jumper. You don't have to have the name of No Jumper in the indictment to know where they got this fucking footage. See, this is that bullshit spin shit that fucking that Wack does. So if you don't have your whole story intact, Wack will just try to dismantle everything by you just not having it together.
Oh, that's when I trolled him, bro.
Just because academics said Clubhouse, Wack's gonna say, no, you're wrong because there ain't no Clubhouse in the indictment. There's no Clubhouse in the indictment. You're so wrong. Read it, Wack. Read it, Ack. Read it, Ack. You're lying. Watch, he's gonna do it. But it does say podcast, and what does it have? Bricc Baby standing up on no jumper, freaking the fuck out. Bricc Baby sitting there showing that he has a gun. Come the fuck on, bro. Wack, shut up.
Okay. All right. So hold on.
That's not his lockup order, bro. Listen,
Wack.
I don't know.
Wack. The title of this was
a homie that works
was
no
the government's argument for why he shouldn't be let out on bail. Look, it's called the memorandum in opposition to defendant Bricc Baby Zaire Mitchell application for bail. They're mentioning no jumper, and you said this is when you caused him to crash out or whatever. They're using his crash out as why he's not getting out. So do you think that these guys, you're smarter than them, but do you think they should really be responding to you? Because that's being used to keep them in jail. I got it up on the screen, Wack. It says memorandum. So what happens when somebody files, there's a bail application about to happen, before the oral argument, you have a memorandum in support. That's what the defense puts in, and the government's going to put a memorandum in opposition, and the judge looks at both. They get there, they make some oral arguments, the judge rules. So I'm telling you, it's all no jumper shit and all things they've talked about on podcasts.
Okay, no jumper, cool. But stop throwing Clubhouse in there, bro. You motherfuckers is lying. Stop adding shit.
Clubhouse is added because I'll tell you how Clubhouse was added. It was because of Eddie Boy. Eddie Boy went to court and they approached Eddie Boy, the feds, and asked Eddie Boy, did he want to file a complaint on Loose Cannon because the feds were on Clubhouse and overheard Loose Cannon threatening Eddie Boy on there. Why are we playing schematics, Wack? You're going to act like the Eddie Boy didn't say that? This is why you can't win with him. This is why I would never sit and talk with him. Never. Everybody that's ever sat and talked with Wack on a low-level YouTube basis always gets destroyed. He even fucked up Hassan Campbell, bro.
I think
we ain't fighting no jumper, but you threw Clubhouse in. That's you a fucking lie.
All right, hold on.
Man, Eddie Boy threw Clubhouse in.
I'll
lying?
Clubhouse.
We've seen that on this
show. Now, Clubhouse is not mentioned.
You lied. You said it was.
Well, what I'm thinking about online, where all these arguments have gone on.
Stop lying. Stop lying. He's not lying, though.
Okay, let's remove Clubhouse from it. All right, Wack. Do you think that...
Do you admit that you lied? Clear Clubhouse.
Yeah, I definitely was incorrect about that. Yes, I was
clear
incorrect.
Clubhouse. So we clear Clubhouse, right?
Now, but let me say to you though, if in this guy's detention order is a bunch of podcast discussions that shouldn't be happening, do you think that people should stop whether they're responding to you or whatever?
Well, here's the thing, bro. Here's what's going on, right? This was fucked up, right? And you know this to be true, right?
By the way, they also have a picture of him sitting with Loose Cannon on no jumper.
Listen, right now, right?
Hi, CD.
Right now, a motherfucker go on podcast and run a narrative and say all kind of shit. 607 up. If that's the case, Orlando is gonna get everybody sued because he goes on there and makes.
They know Orlando's lying because you know why they know Orlando Bloom is lying. Because there's not a case to tie it to. There's not a criminal complaint to tie it to. But when you get on a podcast and you start telling stories and there's a criminal complaint to tie that to, then now you're telling a real story. You're not lying on here, Wack. See, you're playing games. You're deflecting. You see, you could say people can get up here and run plays and talk about dumb shit all they want, but they're lying. We know that because there really isn't no truth to it. But when you get on here and you start telling everybody how you do this and you do that and you did this and you did that and you did this, and the cops are over here with a fucking case that they're trying to solve, but you're on the podcast saying, hey, you did it. Guess what you've done did? You solved the fucking case for him, sir. Good job. Wack, you're a fucking deflector.
All kind of shit that we're laughing. We laugh about it because we know it's not true. This dude lying.
Wack.
Cool. So if that's the case, now it's like any and everything you're saying is factual. And me and you both know on this shit is not true. So I think what needs to start happening, I've been thinking about it, is, and I'm going to get with Adam on this, is it needs to be a thing added to the beginning of all our shows. You know, when a movie comes on, it tells you
a disclaimer.
This is a disclaimer. This is a non-fiction, or this is a fiction, or this is based on a true story, or this may have some true facts, but it may be this added to whatever. We're gonna have to start putting a disclaimer, bro, because a lot of times we on there bullshitting, entertaining, saying all kind of shit. But now these people are taking it like everything we're saying is fucking real, and that's not fucking true.
You're right, but the feds are not going to care about a disclaimer. I think the real disclaimer should be hold on. The real disclaimer should be before any gang member sits down on No Jumper, they should know that whatever they say could be used in a detention order.
Hey, bro,
that if they ever get locked up, that they don't get released, because that's what's happening.
Sit out there like Bricc. I'm gonna be real. Bricc ain't killed nobody over there, bro. Bricc is talking about, I got more skulls than you got squabbles.
We got it right here. They have it in the paperwork, page 12 or 25.
But watch this. They can't tie Bricc to no murders over there, bro.
Yeah, you're right. But they're not charging with murders. But they get to use that discretionary as to say he's a violent person. Don't let him out on bond. So the reason why he's still in jail.
But at the same time,
half of the things they cite is at No Jumper. So the entire argument, half of the entire argument the state has is things that happen on No Jumper. They have him the day before you get locked up.
We gonna, hey, bro, check this out. Let me tell you what.
This is not an anti-No Jumper thing. It's just
slow. Yeah, I don't like this big shit you doing. Check this out, bro.
See,
this real shit.
Do you think they should have stopped talking about it online?
That is my part. No, check this out. We're gonna correct this. The shit they have in Brick's paperwork is things that he chose to say while he was at No Jumper.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? Oh, it's things he chose to say. You're a fucking liar, bro. How come every time you were on Adam and Wack show, why ain't Bricc in the feds? Why hasn't Bricc been put in the feds? Bricc got an AK case. Bricc said he got a DA reject. Every fucking Adam and Wack show. Every single one of them, you up there implementing him and shit, bro. We know he had that case, but we didn't need you to say it every goddamn time. That's police shit. And you're supposed to be gangster. Oh, let me guess. Businessman. Now, what you like to play is both sides, Wack. You like to ride the fence. You like to be this guy. That's what the feds do. When they got you, when you work for the feds and you're actually like you're an informant, you're going to ride the fence. Am I lying? They ride the fence. Yeah, I'll be a gangster today. Tomorrow, I'm going to lock your ass up.
No Jumper.
No, it's not No Jumper's fault. This not No Jumper. No.
Don't nobody know what the fuck a motherfucker gonna say and not say.
No. I only center the conversation because
kill that shit.
No. I center the conversation. And I use No Jumper as an example because the idea that a gang member goes online and has to either prove or he's reacting to whatever.
Baby be lying, bro.
But Wack, it don't matter if he's lying. It's used to keep him in jail.
It does matter because, bro, it does matter. I'm gonna tell you why.
Wack, the reason. Hold on, Wack. How many people got bail in? How many didn't? You know it. How many people got bail in? Who did? Everybody not famous or not. I won't call Bricc maybe famous, but everybody not known, they got bail. The people that are known online to talk shit, who corroborated things, even if they're lying, they all got held on bail.
So
you know why? They gave evidence or they said things that the judge said, yo, you're threat.
That's not why. Let's go over it, little
all right,
guy.
hold on. All right, how many people got bailed and how many didn't?
Why, little guy? Hold on.
How many people got bailed though, Wack?
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why,
Wack
little
is such
guy.
a dick.
You want for one is his Rico, right? So they're not gonna give you bail. Plus, he has a.
Brick's not in the
Of
Rico
course,
though.
he's not gonna get a
Hold
bail.
on,
Big, you ain't getting a bail. We know that. Brick's not a Brick. We know why Brick ain't getting a bail is because he's been arrested in every goddamn state he's lived in, and it's all guns. That's why he's not getting a bail.
Facts. Big U is his Rico, and he
He's
has a
doing damage
potential
control.
homicide in
Facts.
Nevada, right?
That makes sense.
Okay, Loose Cannon has 2 warrants, probational violation holds, right? As well as a potential
Probation violation hold is nothing. That ain't shit, dude. If the feds would give him a bail, he would be out on that violation, bro.
police report in Burbank had no jumper, right? This is what they're saying, right?
Then why aren't you in the police
Baby,
report?
they're done with him. Nigga, he already been out 2.5 years, right? Doing what he's doing. Nigga, we got you for the shooting, the 2022. We got you for the AK and the 2 guns and the ammunition. And guess what? And when we arrested you, we found you with another gun.
I know, that's so bad, Bricc. That's so bad, Bricc, baby. Wack's being honest there. I mean, he's not lying because, you know, you're not going to get bail being out on a blick, catch a blick while being arrested.
You know that, right? They found him with another gun at the time of arrest.
Yeah, when they took him into custody, they found a gun at the home.
So what they're saying is you still won't stop carrying guns.
Nope.
So you're a threat to society. This is what they're saying. Loose Cannon got 2 probational warrants, so you got a hold anyway. Even if he was in the county, he would have a no bail.
Nah, that's not true. That is not true. That is not true. People are going home on violations, bro. That's not true. Wack, you are lying right now. That is not true. People are going home on violations. Matter of fact, yes, they are. People are going home 3 and 4 fucking times on violations. Yup. Depends on how you violate. Catching another case? I don't know. But if he didn't have this on him, that violation of probation is nothing. Believe me. That's the least of his fucking worries.
Because of the probation.
It's running time on him right now. So everything Loose Cannon is doing right now, that probation is collecting time because they've already put the hold on him. So that hold starts the time clock.
So you're telling me it's just interesting that the only people that were talking, other than Big U, because Big U has a murder, so only the 2 people that were talking online about criminal shit every day, they're the ones that got
killed. Listen, you could have eliminated online. You could have set them niggas in the pool pit. If you got 2 probational hold warrants, you ain't going nowhere. Anybody tell you that? I wouldn't give a fuck if you was a mute.
Why?
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you'd have to see a judge. Yeah, you'd probably have to see a whatever judge, like whatever, the sit-in judge or whatever. But most of the time, they will release you right back out. In my city, at least. In LA's way bigger. Las Vegas, way bigger. More people coming in and out. Yeah, they're releasing people on violations. It just depends on what you violated for. Loose Cannon caught another case, and that's like the worst thing you can do. On probation, catching another case is like the worst thing you can do. So they probably would hold him, don't get me wrong, but he could work through that by now. You know what I mean? Yeah, he will have to see a judge. They will have to put him where they'll have to extradite him to wherever he is, wherever he has a probation at. Yep. He will have to see a judge.
Why?
If you got a pending.
You have to see a judge no matter what.
Yeah, but you'll get a bond. You'll get a bond. You just can't take it up because you have a hold.
You won't. It'll be no bail. You ain't going nowhere.
Get the bond, bro. You can get the federal bond. Pay the federal bond. That forces whoever has the hold on you to put you in front of the judge now. I've been through this, not federally, but I've been through this exact thing. Being picked up in one place and having a hold in another. I've been through it all. So, like, what they do is if he had a bond for federal court, Loose Cannon had a bond for Fed court, right? If he says somehow came up with the bond, boom, they release him on that Fed case. They have to let him out. So whoever has the hold on him then the clock starts on how long they have to pick him up before the feds release him. If they pick him up in that time frame, then he goes and sees the judge. And then they go from there on that. I don't know. But he would be out on bond, so he could say, hey, I didn't catch another case. I'm out on bond on that. I'm fighting it. So that could be just no violation at all. Because they haven't found him guilty of it. It would just be an ongoing thing. Wack lying, bro.
So you're saying no one else had that but them?
No, nobody else had that shit, bro.
He's just trying to keep the fact. Wack's trying to keep the fact that these dudes be on these podcasts telling, and Wack wants people to stay telling.
3 of them niggas never been to jail.
Coincidences.
Wack wants people on here
never been to jail. Never been to jail, never been to prison.
But there were other robbers who they claim were robbers that were arrested too.
No, and them niggas never been to jail.
Oh.
They had no criminal history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had zero criminal
Listen to how he knows everything, bro.
I'm just trying to send out.
He knows about these people's criminal histories.
I've been there.
He's done some homework, ain't he? Or has other people done the homework?
Wouldn't you advise all
niggas? I went on there trolling the other day, Thursday. They like, Wack, where the fuck Adam at? I said, I put his ass in the trunk. They say, Wack, don't play like that, because if the nigga get found in the trunk tomorrow, they gonna say you did it. Right? This was weird.
Yeah, that's the time we live in. You're right.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm trolling because 2 weeks in a row, he's not at no jumper. I'm like, I'll put his ass in the trunk. I'm going to let him out next week. And Wack shouldn't play like that because, and I'm looking like, motherfucker, what you mean? Like, everybody knows I'm bullshitting, but in this climate, is whatever you say, they can say is real, bro.
And by the way,
no, they can't unless it's real, bro.
Cleared up the whole
unless it's real. That's what he keeps bullshitting about, y'all. You can come up here. I can come up here and say, guess what, y'all? I killed a man yesterday. I killed a man yesterday, y'all. I killed somebody yesterday, y'all. I could say that 100 times, right? Unless that's true, then I'm lying. But if you come up here and you talk about things that the feds are already discussing to themselves, then you're telling. That's called self-snitching, right? Mr. Know-It-All. I don't know how he gets it all, bro, but he's got it, don't he? Fuck. Motherfucker sure got it all, don't he? Funny as shit, man.
Ross, because they was trying to. Some people like, wait, is he extorting?
Hey, bro, act, fuck you. Hey, don't get me on one, bro. Leave that alone. Cause
no. We cleared that up on here because you sent me the message and we read it. What he said in his video, the messages didn't support that at all. So we agree with you.
Oh, he got a wait. You said that they got a video up on me?
I don't know if it's still up. It was from a video when he said Wack extorting again and shit.
Trap Lord Ross so bad, bro. You want to punk out people so bad, bro. Trap Lord Ross, dude. Oh, he got a video up on me? But you can make 1,000 videos on everybody. And he says, I don't put up content because you got other people recording what you say and do and putting it up for you. You think that's the slick way to go, Wack? I know what Sean Kingston's up to. Scammer.
Whatever.
He went broke.
And
no, he took that down. He didn't take that down.
I don't know. I don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, because if he didn't take that down, now I'm finna get paid.
You see that? I'm gonna fucking sue Trap Lord Ross now. This is all threats, man. Yeah, he's a scammer. These are all threats, man. If he didn't take that down, I'm finna get paid. Man, we are allowed to have our opinion about whatever the fuck we want. We are allowed to have our opinion about everything we want. He can't sue the whole fucking world for their opinions. I'm just up here with an opinion. And if other people have that opinion as well, shout out to you. But there's just something about Wack that don't sit well with me, bro.
Well, okay.
Get to the bottom of it.
Up.
He texted me and told me he took that down.
Oh, okay.
Punking on Trap Lord Ross, bro.
What I'm trying to say, Wack,
man,
and I'm trying to see if you'll get on board with this. We should probably issue a PSA to everybody to say, hey, listen, I don't care if it's my platform, Flacco's platform, Vlad's platform, Adam's platform, could be on Clubhouse with you.
He was getting
should
away
not get
with
on there speaking about these.
Yeah, Sean Kingston was obviously getting away with it for a minute, and he just got too fucking happy. Cause like, fucking, you gotta be dumb, bro. This is Sean Kingston is another point to show people how to properly take care of your money and live beyond your means. Don't live beyond your means. I mean, stay within your means. Stay within your means. Don't live outside of what you know you don't got. If you know you can't afford a Bentley, don't go buy a Bentley. Just get you a Malibu.
Type of things, and also threatening violence to
Sinners
anybody.
I'm gonna be real. The only reason why this shit is going on is because they both caught up in the big U Rico. They wasn't caught up in the big U Rico when none of this shit be going on, bro.
No, you're right. That's right. But
yeah, and they're caught up in it. They're caught up in it behind shit that has nothing to do with podcasting.
No, but Wack.
Their charges and allegations. Their charges and allegations. The robbery in 2022, allegedly. The shooting in 2022. The AK.
When you start wire frauding and scamming that much money, it's federal. You're going away for a while, bro.
The 2 pieces of ammunition 2023 had nothing to do with a podcast, bro.
Yeah, but it does have to do with their online activity when they can get bailed. It's listed. There's
listen, you're going from one extreme to the next.
Well, I think this is like
oh boy, Wack. You are a spin artist, bro. You are a spin artist.
Doing the shit, little guy. What I'm telling you is
little guy.
Nobody's blaming no jumper. Yo, Wack. If I'm a media outlet saying we should tell all gangsters to stop coming on platforms talking crazy.
Caught up in the Rico.
Shout out to Sucker Free. Sucker Free said we respected Wack in the South. He shouldn't have gotten on the internet because it exposed his real character. Men don't move like he moved. It's real policey, isn't it? And I'm not saying anything like I'm a street thug, I'm a gangster, because I'm not. I'm as square as they come now. I'm not committing no crimes. I'm not picking up a lighter at a gas station. You got me fucked up. Because you know why? Even if I could pick this lighter up at a gas station, something else is going to happen in my life that's going to be bullshit just because I picked this lighter up at a gas station. And I believe that. Because I changed my life, man.
Let me slow it down for you. If they were not caught up,
yes, man, first, bro,
there wouldn't be a bail hearing. And the only reason why they had the
yeah,
bail
man,
hearing
first.
is because they're caught up in the Rico.
Take care of your family. That's who matters the most.
Why I'm not saying they got indicted for a podcast. What I'm saying is that if put it like this, Wack
is dodging
I
and
catch a federal
everything that academics has said. Have you not seen this, guys? Are you seeing what Wack is doing? Ack is telling him, dude, it's not the podcast that's getting them in trouble. It's what they're saying on the podcast. And then is there a way to not get them to say that? You know why? Because it stops everything that Wack's doing now. Wack don't want people to stop getting on here and speaking everything they do wrong. You know why? Because then Wack has no content.
Case, and I see, I'm seeing paperwork. Hold on.
Everything they got.
Wack. Here's the thing. If they mention my conversation with you, I'm probably not talking to you again.
Man, bro.
Well,
what you want me to do? Stand at the bathroom and tell every grown man how many times it shakes his dick and wipe his ass?
No, we're saying don't get on here and talk about crimes, you fucking asshole. We're not talking about shaking dicks and playing butt fucking, pinger, whoever fucking sucks. I don't know. But that's what the fuck we're talking about. Quit putting apples to oranges. Wack 100. Hello, James.
Fuck out of here.
No, because I'm trying to have a consensus.
I ain't telling no grown man shit.
I'm trying to have a
consensus. You know
why?
Because then Wack don't have no fucking content. If he tells a man, hey, before we sit down, I'm going to ask you some things, right? But I need you to answer them in this kind of way. What's wrong with having a pre-interview? Like, if I know I'm gonna talk to somebody that has any kind of status, and I want to get to the bottom of things that people want to hear, I'm gonna have a pre-interview, and I'm gonna let that person know. Here's what I'm gonna ask you. Can we ask you this? Here's what I don't want you to say. Yes, you could say this, but don't do this. Don't get yourself in no trouble. Like, there is pre-interviews. But Wack wants you to get up there and blast off. Blast off. Send yourself to jail so Wack can have content.
This is saying
I'm not telling no grown man shit.
So you think these street niggas should continue?
Not telling no grown man shit. Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
See, you don't want to.
And everybody else.
You don't want to stop. It's a danger to the culture. That's a danger to the culture, man. He don't even want people to change their world. He ain't teaching our fucking kids. I'm not telling no man what to say. I want him to fucking blast off. That's not teaching the fucking kids. His morals and principles are all messed. Facts.
Wack.
I'm not telling the grown man shit.
You don't got no content.
I'm not making you a babysitter.
I'm not telling the grown man shit.
Wack, let me tell you this. I remember when someone said, hey, listen, they used the video of yours in court. I started to look and say, hey, listen, I'm not trying to get no. And by the way, it's not like I have these guys on my platforms and they're saying it. I don't want to get nobody indicted or locked up. If they said the way how Ack is doing this is how we're locking people up, I would change. So I'm only saying this to say all black. This is the first Rico case.
See, Wack saying it. Wack said it. Wack said it. I'm changing. If that's what's happening, if people are getting locked up behind what I say and do and on my podcast, then I'm going to change what I say and do on my podcast. You hear what Wack says? Then you got to do what you got to do, not me. I'm keeping people crashing out. Fuck it.
That they've ever mentioned podcast this much, I think podcasts should probably take note. You don't think so?
You act with different people. My homies wouldn't be fucking my backyard.
Now we're gangster again.
We're different people.
Now we're gangster
again. You're different people, right? I'm telling you. Now
we're gangster again.
I don't upload. And I'm not telling a grown man a motherfucker.
I don't upload. Other people.
So you still like after watching all of this shit with this big Rico,
it don't make it right. You don't upload it.
No. I'm not saying you telling them. I'm talking about your actions. You would still be on
the because he don't upload it,
discussing people current.
He thinks because he don't upload it that he don't have nothing in it. He thinks if he can get 600 to upload it, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't, no, I didn't upload it. Yeah, I like Axe standing up to him. Axe got some shit on him too. I mean, we all do. We've all done wrong things. You know? But I'll take Wack. I'll take fucking Ack over Wack any fucking day. And I'm glad people are standing up to Wack. He ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. He ain't gonna do nothing but make threats, expose you. What? Expose your address? What? Come do something.
Street situations, knowing that these
shot
niggas just got wrapped up and their words have been used against them.
Oh, bro, the only thing we discuss is what's on the work.
Oh, bullshit.
On the work, we running it.
Wack, you were discussing Bricc Baby not going to court, and there was no work that existed at that time. So
Yeah.
you're discussing his current street situation.
Wait. Say that again.
There was no paperwork that existed, but you were
That's
discussing.
why we discussed it. You bitch ass nigga. How you ain't got a court date and no bail information? Now,
Wait. But Wack, why is that online content?
No.
Why is that online content though?
Because nigga, that's what we want it to be, motherfucker. The fuck is you talking about, you police ass nigga? Why did you take motherfucking take off?
What's the word of the day? Deflecting. Now you's a police ass motherfucker. Now you did the police stuff for takeoff. Now you did this. That's deflecting. We're talking about you, Wack. We're not talking about Ack. We're talking about the Wack Ack. The Wack. Then you see how he deflected and went right on over to Ack. Look.
Fucking shooting, sit here like the fucking DEA, still frame it, circle shit, break down who had on what color what, who had on what shoes.
I got the best answer. Keep going.
Shut your
Hold
ass up.
Wait. Wack.
Police shit that ever been done in the history of fucking podcast.
Hold on.
Sit there on the open fucking murder case.
Wait. Hold on. Wack.
Down the shirt. Fuck all that. Now it's up, nigga.
No.
You
Wack.
fucking with the 100 side of the trenches.
Hold on.
It's
Wack.
up and we stuck.
Wait. Wack.
Are those not threats? Is that not considered threats? Are the feds not watching? Oh, he can get away with it though. He can get away with it on that 100 side.
Holy shit.
Wack, here's the difference.
In the history of fucking podcast.
Wait, Wack.
Did you not?
Wait, Wack. Are you gonna let me say the difference?
Wack. Academics did fucking the Chicago shit, didn't he? We all know Academics isn't a gang member, isn't an ex-gang member, doesn't follow the street code, doesn't have to listen to your fucking ass. He doesn't have to follow the street code that you're providing, that you say that you don't do, but now you do it. Wack's a spin artist and deflection ass motherfucker, boy.
The difference is, I know I did it and I admit it. Everybody else is doing it and claim they're not.
Okay.
I know I did it. No. I said I'm solving this. Wack. I literally said I'm solving a murder alive. Everybody else is doing it and acting like they're keeping it straight. Hold on. As long as everybody say what I did with the takeoff shit was police shit, I'm a civilian. What y'all are doing is police shit too. We all do police shit. If we admit it, let's go. We all hold hands.
Listen,
that's all I'm saying.
Let me explain something to you. If we got to work, or we know you working, we're going, listen, if I wasn't telling that nigga, you got caught, bitch ass nigga, and you working right now today, one thing everybody can't say is Wack didn't call it and this nigga didn't lie. He
everybody
lied
knew.
right on platform, right? Now,
everybody knew.
I'm with you.
Hold on.
Wack, hold on. The key point you're about to skip over.
Everybody knew, bro, because on every Adam and Wack show you did, you brung it up, bitch. Like you up here calling people bitches and shit. Bitch, every Adam and Wack show. He got a DA reject, huh? Where's his paperwork at? Where's little baby? Where's Big Baby paperwork? He got to be working with the feds. Now he comes up here saying, I don't think Bricc Baby working with the feds. I don't think Bricc Baby working with the feds. See what I mean? You are allowed to change your mind. He's a bully.
And I'm admitting that takeoff shit is I do police shit on here all the time. I solve crimes.
If we buy that, okay.
Hold on.
But
As
nigga,
long
what
as
I'm
you
telling
say
you is-
that the hunter
what
side
I'm
does it too.
telling you is,
We all do police
we
shit.
will continue to read and run paperwork. I don't.
Man, I'm gonna leave it at that. We all see what Wack is tricky Mickey up to. Always deflecting from people. Always fucking spinning the narrative. Always trying to bully you into shutting up. Look what he's doing to Trap Lord Ross. Got him redacting videos. Got him cut and edit out videos and shit. You can't say nothing wrong about this man. Wack 100 can come up here and say anything he wants about anybody and even threaten you to do violence to you, right? Blue Devil, he threatened to come up there with his homies and bust you up and kill your mama and all that, right? But but nothing ever happens to him. He's just safe and sound. Why? Some people can't even get bail for what they've said on podcast. Some people can't even get bail for what they've said on podcast, and Wack 100 is still out here running around, doing everything he's always done. As soon as he took to this podcast and shit, about 6 months after that, it started with the rat and shit. 6ix9ine. Then it went into the fucking clubhouse thing because of COVID, right? Then it went into the paperwork, Hunter side, this and this and this. Bro, you're just an entertainer, but you're probably working with the feds. You're probably an inside man. There's definitely a lore about you that I haven't figured out yet, but I've been doing research. I've been doing research, and I'm going to figure it out. There's other people doing research too. I know there is. My question is why he didn't take fade from the guys like Jay Diggs. Jay, man, he don't want nothing to do with that Jay Diggs fade, bro. Shit, I don't blame him either. He didn't just pull up on Big U instead of airing out his dirty laundry on the internet. Sorry, y'all, I can't stand the dude. I'm with you. Every chance he could, he brung somebody up there to dog Big U, talk about Nipsey Hussle. Where's this fucking gay sex tape at? Where's this video? Where's this phone call of Big U calling Loose Cannon? Y'all a bunch of liars, bro. Defamers. Snakes, rats. I think they're all rats, bro. Until next time, chat, this is to be concluded. I love y'all, man. Have a beautiful day. If I don't see you again, I may not. I love y'all. Enjoy your day. Stay blessed and stay the fuck away from all this bullshit. Because this ain't where the fuck you want to be in life. I know that.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out busting at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mala bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought a